Well, hello! Welcome back to my channel. Joshana here to talk about some friggin' TV shows, not books. Some of them are based on books or comics, but I just felt like talking about some TV that I like, because I do like TV. And so these are just some anticipated TV shows, new seasons, etc. that are, I think one is not coming out this year. One has already come out. And then one, I don't think it'll probably won't be until next year, but I still just wanted to talk about it. The first one I have talked about in a whole video, which I will link, wherever, if I remember. And that is HBO's House of the Dragon, which does not have a definite release date, but it is supposed to come out sometime this year. And yeah, this is following the Dance of the Dragons time period in the larger, A Song of Ice and Fire world. It's basically following part of the events in Fire and Blood Volume 1. This guy right here, which I have read twice. It's literally just a history book, a fake history book about the Targaryen family. It's very boring as far as it's not a narrative novel format of storytelling. It's literally just like, I'm telling you a history of what happened. Yeah, very highly anticipated show, though. I can't fucking wait. I don't know when it's gonna come out, but I hope sooner rather than later. I don't know. Next up is Season 2 of Carnival Row, which is an Amazon Prime show that also does not have a definitive release date. Just sometime in 2022. I hope we find out sooner rather than later. I think the first season came out in the summer of, what was it? I don't remember when it came out. Was it like 2019, I want to say? So it's been a minute. I didn't watch season 1 until, was it last year? I think it was 2021. Yeah, God, what is time? I don't know. And this was a show that I remember seeing like the trailers for initially and being like, ooh, seems fun. And then I just didn't hear anything about it. And so I kind of forgot about it and I would think of it every now and then. And I was like, I haven't heard shit about it. And then I just was bored, I think, and was like, fuck it, let me try, at least watch like the first episode. And oh my God, I really enjoyed it. As it went on, I got more and more into it, but I thoroughly enjoy it. Orlando Bloom in this show is so fucking hot. Oh my God. Which helps. But also, I just like the story. It's a very fantastical world. And there is a fucking scene. There's a line that like broke my soul. The acting, Cara Delevingne, I think does a really good job in this role. And like I said, Orlando Bloom, I mean, aside from being very attractive, I think he also acts the role really well. And it's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet, like star-crossed lovers, forbidden romance between these different like races of creatures. And there's like a war and they're on like opposite sides of this war and just betrayal and drama and whatever. And yeah, there's a scene, and I obviously won't say the scene, but if you've watched the show, the line, "Stay with me." Oh my God. Like, if you like just desperate, pining, angsty romance, check out Carnival Row. That's all I'll say. So yeah, very excited for season 2. Next up is Umbrella Academy, season 3. So fucking excited. I love Umbrella Academy. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. And this was another one that I was like, I don't know, whatever, I'll check it out, I guess. And I was just hooked. Oh my God. And the second season, I personally think is so much better. I mean, I like the first season, but then the second season, love it so much. Again, there is not currently a set release date, but I think this one should be soon. They're like done and everything, and I've been seeing more marketing for it and stuff, so fingers crossed that at least a trailer will be coming out very soon. Yeah, I'm so excited with the way things left at the end of season 2. My God. Cliffhanger. This next one is a show that has started now, but I was anticipating it. I was very hesitant about the show right? I was like, I don't know. How I Met Your Father, which is on Hulu. Oh, and Umbrella Academy is on Netflix. Yeah, How I Met Your Father. So I've mentioned before that I love How I Met Your Mother. And just sitcoms like that in general, there's a handful that I just rewatch over and over and over. I started watching How I Met Your Mother in 2012 when I was going through, prior to deciding to get divorced, going through a little separation kind of trial period. And I was real sad. I was very distraught about the state of my marriage at the time. And I started watching How I Met Your Mother for some reason. It was on Netflix, and the first, like, however many seasons were out at that time. I had never seen it before. I was like, fuck it, I just want to watch something that's, like, a little more lighthearted. I mean, it's weird that I started watching a show that's all about finding love, and that it ended up being, like, my comfort show. But that's how it happened. And since then, I rewatch it, I don't know, probably at least twice a year. Like, it's just a show I'll just have on, you know? And I just love it. Obviously, it has any show, especially sitcoms. Sometimes certain things don't age super well. And certain episodes that maybe kind of aren't so great, or certain seasons that are less favorite or whatever. And I mean, the ending of How I Met Your Mother is a thing. Did not love, but it didn't make me hate the whole series. Like I said, I've continued to rewatch it over and over again. The final season isn't my favorite, but I don't hate the final season. But the finale, the actual finale of the series, just sticks in my craw, as it does with basically everyone who liked the show. But anyway, when I heard they were going to do How I Met Your Father, I was a little nervous. And I'm still a little like, we'll see what happens. It's on Hulu, and Hilary Duff is the main character. She is the Ted Mosby, and her name is Sophie. And so far, I'm enjoying it. I will say that, okay? I'll say I'm enjoying it. I don't want to talk too much about it. I don't want to get, make this a whole How I Met Your Father thing. But yeah, I'm not mad at it. It has a similar vibe, has a similar energy to How I Met Your Mother. It's very promising. I'm going to continue watching it. And one that finally does have a release date, and it'll be on Disney Plus, and that is Moon Knight, which has a release date of March 30th, I believe. Yes, March 30th. And I know nothing about Moon Knight as far as the comics, aside from now what I've seen different reaction channels that I subscribe to. They've obviously reacted to the trailer, and some have read the comics, so I've learned a little bit more about Moon Knight from that. But yeah, just based on the trailer, it just looks pretty awesome. I'm hoping it is. And I mean, Oscar Isaac, hello. Definitely anticipating the show. And then one that, again, does not have a set release date, but sometime in 2022. This is another Netflix one, The Witcher Blood Origin with Michelle Yeoh. Yeah, this looks so fucking awesome. It's supposedly following, what's the name? What is the name? It's like a prequel series, and it's 1,000 years before The Witcher stuff. And it's just a limited series, so I think there's just going to be the one season, whatever. And I believe it's following the conjunction where monsters first came into the realm that we're in The Witcher. So yeah, very excited for that. And then I also am anticipating, but I don't think it's coming out this year, but The Witcher Season 3. I wanted to talk about this one because I recently watched Season 2 when it came out. And I watched Season 1, and I mean, as with most people, for part of it, I was very confused. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I was sitting there watching it I'm liking this, but also I don't really get what's going on, and sometimes it's a little campy and whatever, and I don't know how I feel about it. But I ended up overall enjoying Season 1 and being I'll watch Season 2, I'm excited. And then, man, Season 2 I thought was so great. I've seen criticisms, of course, there's always going to be some. And I don't know if it's coming from people who are I don't know, cinema snobs, or I'm a cinephile and I have very whatever opinions about movies and TV. I don't know if it's that or if it's like diehard Witcher fans of the books or the, video games who hate certain things. I don't know, could probably be a combination of all that. But as someone who has not played the video games or read the books, I really enjoyed season 2. I liked it a lot. I thought the acting was really good and just the plot was fun and interesting and badass. And yeah, I don't know. I had a really good time with season 2. So I'm very excited for season 3. But I think that probably won't be until 2023, I would imagine. And I believe that is all. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting as far as like anticipated TV shows. Oh, well, that's not that anticipated, and it's out already. I just haven't watched it. I was gonna say The Great, which is on... is that on Amazon? Hulu. It is on Hulu. I do want to watch that. I just haven't yet, but I watched season 1 and thought it was a fun time. But yeah, I'm not like that excited, obviously, because I haven't watched season 2 yet, and it's out, to my knowledge. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already and you feel so inclined. Of course, leave a little emoji if you just want to make your presence known but don't have anything further to comment. As always, thank you so much for your time. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.